In the beginning of the story, we meet Eddie Palmer, a former high school football star and ex-felon who has just been released from prison after serving 12 years for attempted murder and armed robbery. He returns to his southern hometown and moves in with his grandmother, Vivian. Palmer's bedroom is a shrine to his past. Outside, he notices Shelley, a young mother with her son Sam. Palmer's actions reveal his institutionalized habits, and he struggles with the memories of his past. Palmer's morning begins with a routine drive to the parole office, where he's reminded of the strict conditions of his parole. Palmer reconnects with his old friends Daryl and Ned, reminiscing about the past and catching up on the present. The morning after a reckless night, Palmer faces the consequences of his actions. He wakes up in Shelley's trailer. As they are ready to leave for church, Palmer's return to his hometown is met with a mix of nostalgia and discomfort. The scene at the church picnic encapsulates Palmer's sense of isolation despite the familiar surroundings, as old acquaintances like Coles and his stern father, Coles Sr., remind him of the life he left behind. Palmer's journey is one of reconciliation with his past and the challenge of finding his place in a world that has moved on without him. Vivian's house escalates over a misunderstanding about change from the grocery store, highlighting the strained relationship between Palmer and his grandmother. Palmer finds himself in a bar, confronting his loneliness and frustration. Yet he takes a step towards stability by pursuing a janitorial job at a local elementary school. As Palmer begins his new role, the responsibility and trust placed in him by Sibs signify a chance for Palmer to rebuild his life. Palmer's days are filled with the routine tasks of a janitor. Whether it's fixing an air conditioner or dealing with the gossip of the elderly, Palmer navigates through it all with a quiet resilience. Palmer faces the loss of Vivian, the one person who seemed to anchor him to his past and his better self. The aftermath of her passing leaves Palmer and young Sam in a state of limbo. Palmer's reluctance to take responsibility for Sam is evident, yet there's an unspoken bond forming between them. The arrival of Maggie suggests a potential new dynamic or support for Palmer and Sam. In the midst of a challenging transition, Palmer finds himself in an unexpected guardianship role for young Sam. Maggie's visit and offer of support highlight the community's awareness of Palmer's situation. As they navigate their new reality, the bond between Palmer and Sam deepens, with shared experiences and understanding beginning to bridge the gap between them. Palmer's life is a mix of mundane and profound moments as he navigates his new role as Sam's guardian. Palmer, grappling with his past and newfound responsibilities, finds himself in a delicate situation. He's asked to supervise a playdate for Sam, which leads to an awkward encounter at Lucille's house. There, amidst children's play and tea parties, Palmer's life is a delicate balance of personal challenges and caring for Sam. After an awkward tea party at Lucille's, a trip to a high school football game brings back memories of his own glory days as a quarterback. An encounter with Maggie at the concession stand leads to an invitation for Sam, and eventually Palmer, to a bowling fundraiser. Despite initial reluctance, Palmer agrees to go after Sam's persistent pleading. The night at the game is a mix of nostalgia and the harsh reality of Palmer's past, as conversations with old acquaintances remind him of the life he left behind. He navigates the complexities of his relationship with Sam. The night culminates with Palmer drunk and alone, highlighting the ongoing struggle between his desire for a fresh start and the pull of old habits. Palmer's day begins with a jarring wake-up call from Sam, who innocently offers him a beer. They then head to a bowling fundraiser, and Maggie showcases her bowling skills. Palmer, too, impresses with a strike. The trio enjoys food and games, and Palmer declines Maggie's inquiry about a cell phone, preferring the simplicity of a landline. Their conversation touches on Palmer's difficult past and Maggie's fresh start after a divorce. As they leave, Sam's excitement about his upcoming birthday and a potential party adds a touch of sweetness to their day. Palmer's journey of redemption continues as he balances his past with his present responsibilities. His interactions with Sam reveal a softer side, as he playfully engages with the boy while preparing his lunch. However, the weight of his past actions looms over him, evident in his encounters with Sibs and Principal Forbes. Despite the challenges, Palmer finds moments of joy. Later, Palmer's musical talent is revealed, and he surprises Sam with a ukulele for his birthday, promising to teach him how to play. It's a heartwarming scene that shows Palmer's growing bond with Sam and his efforts to provide guidance and care. Palmer's day is a blend of light-hearted moments and serious reflections. He shares a laugh with Sam and Emily over the ukulele, but the mood shifts as he and Maggie tackle the pile of unopened mail, revealing concerns about his past and Vivian's legacy. The day ends on a hopeful note as they consider the contents of a letter from Vivian's attorney. hinting at unresolved matters that Palmer must face. In a series of heartfelt and challenging moments, from playful banter over coupons to the sobering news of his grandmother's will, Palmer's journey is marked by growth and reflection. Amidst this, he supports Sam's individuality despite societal expectations, illustrating a deepening bond and understanding. Palmer, facing his own past, buys Sam the flying princess costume he desires, despite societal norms. In a heartwarming turn of events, Sam embraces his individuality by wearing a princess costume, and Maggie cleverly supports him by dressing up as Principal Forbes. Their playful exchange and Maggie's transformation into a character familiar to the children create a joyful atmosphere, culminating in a Halloween filled with laughter and acceptance. Palmer's Halloween transforms from playful to poignant as he navigates his past and present. He bonds with Sam over costumes, shares a tender moment with Maggie, and faces his history with honesty. As the night ends, Palmer and Maggie share a mutual understanding of their casual relationship, and Palmer continues to foster a nurturing environment for Sam. Palmer's protective instincts flare as he confronts the cruelty inflicted on Sam. The tension escalates when Palmer learns that Daryl, someone he knows, is responsible for Sam's distress. Despite Maggie's pleas, Palmer's anger drives him to seek immediate confrontation, leading to a violent altercation at the bar. Meanwhile, Palmer, bearing the physical marks of the night's events, Maggie, ever the voice of reason, suggests a more diplomatic approach. Palmer and Sam share a moment of quiet understanding. The innocence of youth contrasts sharply with the harsh realities they've faced. The day brings new beginnings, as Sam's excitement over a fan club letter is a poignant reminder of the joy found in life's small pleasures. But the arrival of Shelley, Sam's mother, introduces a bittersweet note, as her presence is both a comfort and a reminder of the complexities of family and the choices that define us. In a poignant scene at Vivian's house, Palmer is confronted with the reality of Sam's departure as Shelley returns to take him home. The exchange of a simple "thank you" from Shelley to Palmer carries the weight of unspoken emotions and the complexity of their shared history. The story then shifts to a school setting, where miscommunication and bullying taint the innocence of youth. Sam's interaction with his peers reveals the challenges he faces, while Palmer's support remains constant, offering a glimmer of hope amidst the turmoil. The story unfolds with a blend of heartache and resilience. As he removes the trash, he notices a distressing scene: Jerry forcibly removing Sam. His return home is met with further turmoil as he discovers the authorities have taken Sam into custody. The stark reality of his legal limitations hits him hard during a meeting with a case manager, who informs him that his parole status bars him from becoming a foster parent, and he confronts Shelley with an offer to take legal guardianship of Sam. Fueled by denial and desperation, rejects Palmer's proposal. Shelley confronts Palmer, accusing him of trying to take her son away. Palmer, calm and resolute, explains that he only wants what's best for Sam, especially given his unique needs. In court, Palmer, dressed smartly and with Maggie's support, pleads his case to the judge. He speaks from the heart about his bond with Sam and his desire to avoid any more regrets in life. The judge, moved by Palmer's sincerity and the strong references supporting him, considers his request for custody, despite the challenges posed by his parole status. The scene is a powerful mix of raw emotion and the complexities of family dynamics. Shelley, Sam's mother, arrives late but is composed, pleading for her son's return. Despite her promises, the judge stands firm on the decision. Later, a heartfelt reunion occurs between Palmer and Sam. After witnessing a violent altercation at Shelley's trailer and rescuing Sam, he's torn between the urge to flee and the legal implications of his actions. Ultimately, he faces the authorities, knowing that the choices he makes will have lasting consequences for both him and Sam. The strong bond they have highlights the difficulty of striking a balance between what feels right and what is legally required, underscoring the complexity of their situation. In a dramatic turn of events, Palmer is arrested for child abduction, but the charges are dropped when Shelley, in a state of confusion, claims he was only taking Sam for a meal. Shelley, battling her own demons, later suggests to Sam that he might be better off living with Palmer. In a heartfelt conclusion, Shelley acknowledges her struggles and suggests Sam live with Palmer, who has become a father figure to him. Sam agrees, solidifying the new family bond. As life moves forward, Palmer and Sam navigate their daily routines with a sense of normalcy and hope. A surprise piece of mail for Sam, a certificate from the Flying Princess Club, brings a moment of joy and marks a new chapter in their lives. The story ends with a sense of closure and the promise of a brighter future for both Palmer and Sam.